Welcome to Suladan Plays Nightmare Fishing Tournament version 2.0, brought to us by Suits and Nukes, maker of Aqua Creep 3D. It looks like an interesting game, and it's a game I've been watching the, devlogs and stuff on for a while, but he also asked me if I would give it a shot, so, it's an interesting concept. I love fishing games, and let's see. Seemed worth a try.
Something tells me you're not from around here. Allow me to get you up to speed.
Why are there dead bodies raining from the sky? Are we in the bad place?
Everything you see here is for sale, although you won't have much in the way of credits just yet. The annual Nightmare Fishing Tournament is underway, and the grand prize is a return to the land of the living. If you'd like to enter, you're going to need a few things. I'll go ahead and provide you with the very basics: a boat, a rod, and a hook. From there, you're going to need to figure it out on your own. But do stop by from time to time. I'm always stocked with the very best in weapons and items. That is, if the price is right.
I want a camera. I want a research camera.
Come back anytime.
And how do I... Saving, do not close. Okay, mouse cursor is not locked in the window, so there's a limit to how far I can rotate. That's not good. Oh, there may just be a hard-coded limit to how far I can rotate, too. I'm also a dead body. Oh, you don't hold down the E button. You've got a bunch of stuff in that boat there, sir. Okay, now what did you set? Press F to fish. Press E to bait the hook. Redfish. Okay. Right mouse to drop line. Left mouse to reel line. Well, how do I throw the line? You don't fish by just dropping the line. Your interface is problem. How do I go there? Ooh, I don't know how I did that. How do I get away from the shore? You don't fish right at the shore. Maybe he just wants me to turn the boat. No? This is not how you fish. Is this all? Wait, am I just supposed to put it in its path? Hi. Space to dive in. I'm pressing space. I'm pressing space. That's the sound of the space bar, by the way. Let's try this again. I mean, I'm fascinated by the game, but I feel like the interface could use work. There's a lot of different buttons being used that requires a lot of the player to figure out what to do. The fact that I'm stuck fishing near the shore instead of being able to, you know, go away from the shore like you would when you fish is confusing. This big old rock wall is kind of messing with my ability to see. And it seems like I'm more or less just... How do I stun the fish then, you goober? There we go. Now I go into the... How do I... Stuck to my boat. How do I go down? Fish must be stunned. Wait, where, whoa, what just happened? Excuse me? What is... I don't know. See, like, I don't know what I did to get to go down. It wasn't working before. I assume I'm chasing. Did I die? Oh. I don't know what I did. I like the game, but Suits and Nukes, you've got to be clear on your controls, and your controls don't always seem to work like you would expect them to. I think I died. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, hold down left click and then your control button. Oh, he got away. When you hold down left click, your controls, instead of being this way, become... No, he's doing it without me holding... I don't know anymore. See, it wasn't doing that before. Press Y to examine. What am I examining? What is... What's going on there? What? It said press E to bait hook, but it didn't bait the hook. It went to the engine. There are times where the controls aren't doing what the controls say they are, such as it's saying press E to bait the hook, when instead the game was listening for E to drive the boat. Okay, so now I press F to unfish, press spacebar. See, now it's letting me swim down. Now I'm supposed to come down here and fight it, but I can't swim diagonally, which is a problem. Press spacebar when you get near it to latch onto it, then just spam left mouse to stab the fish. The controls aren't too bad once you get used to them, but there are quirkiness in the programming that's making them not work to their fullest that I would feel needs to be smoothed out. I also feel really bad for this poor fish. I'm just flopping around. Can I go? Why won't you swim up? He would swim left, right, and down, but he wouldn't swim up anymore. Suits and Nukes, you've got a fascinating game concept here, but it does not seem fully fleshed out in its mechanics. For one thing, nobody drops their line straight down into a boat to fish. That bothers me. You cast. I know some people do fish by just letting the line over the edge of the boat. It's not a fishing style I'm familiar with, but if you're gonna go with that, make it not clip through the boat. That's a thing. Fishing this close to a rock wall doesn't feel right. Neither does the fact that, well, it's really hard to see the camera. The fish and the line don't line up with one another. And I don't mean these to be criticizing. Like, the game has a lot of potential, but these are things that need to be fixed. Before you work on adding content, you need to get the mechanics polished out. And right now, the mechanics don't seem to be working. And I got it stuck again. Yeah, nope, there we go. Okay, got it unstuck. Let's try this again. I would like to catch one fish. Oh, okay, so that bar is how much longer my line strength is going to hold. Swim up! Why won't you swim up? You'll go left and right, but not up. What is with that? You need oxygen, you goober. I'm not in its mouth, but sure, why not? That makes logic. Oh, I got some scales. I like the concept that you get the scales and you upgrade stuff by using the scales. Swim up! How about swim up? Why not? Why? Why can't I swim diagonally? Please, Suits and Nukes. Diagonal movement is a basic of gameplay. Back in the boat. Yay! I caught a fish. I like that he recovered. This odd-looking creature gets its name from the shape of its skull, which helps funnel prey to the back of its jaws. Despite the appearance of a gaping, silly-looking grin, it's a highly aggressive fish and a danger to all who cross its path. Press F to collect reward. What's my reward? Why am I green? Like, I don't like that it, like, remembered that I lost to the point that it permanently affected my character. I also don't know where Mr. Shop-a-lot is. Okay, the interface there is quirky. And why are you way down there? The game is fascinating and looks like it could be a lot of fun, but the game also feels like it's lacking in a lot of polish.
Watch it, new blood! Scratch up my boat as I'll bait my hook with your ass!
Well, that's rude. But the gameplay needs polish. I need to be further away from the shore so the rock wall isn't taking up so much camera room. The fishing line doesn't line up with the fish's mouth. The fishing line clips through the boat. There is a disclaimer here. This is assuming that the game is running properly because the last Suits and Nukes game I played did react strangely on my system for some reason. So, you know, that might be a thing too. But your control system needs to be polished as well. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I want to talk to whoever Greenie is. Stumpy?
I've drowned 6 times already, but every time I do, I wake up in my boat like nothing happened. Then again, where was I expecting to turn up?
Okay, again, why is the shop way down here? The swimming controls, the animation, the weird I don't swim up for a few seconds after letting go of the fish. These are some things I would recommend polishing.
What will it be?
That would be nice.
That will certainly come in handy.
Okay. I don't know if I want to mess with that. That's of course a decent thing. In theory, I'm guessing you keep catching fish until you earn enough to start upgrading stuff and then you enter the tournament. So the gameplay itself, the game is coherent and cohesive in what it wants you to do.
That will come in very handy again.
Oh, that motor upgrade is excellent. But I feel like the game's mechanics need to be polished. The main things I would point out would, again, I know I've mentioned these a few times, but I may as well give one more coherent list. I feel like I need to be farther from the shore. The fishing line clips through my boat. The fishing line does not seem to be in the same lane of traffic as the fish themselves. If I press E, the fish are obviously just swimming in a straight line here, and that's fine, I guess. It's not as much fishing as it is. Just wait for the fish you're looking for and line it up. But it's... I don't know. I feel like being so close to this rock wall just bothers me some. I should be far enough out that rock wall is not taking up a substantial part of my camera. I also see something over there and I want it. Little things and polish visually that would help the game, but also the game needs its mechanics to feel more controlled. The swimming doesn't seem super really tight. I think I overshot whatever it was. Or it may have been a glitch. But the game is interesting. I just think, you know, like this visually needs to be fixed. The controls and all on fishing need to be fixed. I didn't tell you to go to... Why? There was the fish I needed. I don't know why you just went... The biggest problem the game's current state has is that the controls don't always do what they say they do, and they don't always work. Case in point, for some reason my fishing line dropped to max depth. The game is fun though. The game is interesting. I just feel like there's a lot more that the game could do. Like, why is my camera only left and right here? Why can't I free cam and look up and down a bit? That right there, it would give me something more to do. You know, the fact that the fish are swimming here and the bait's hanging here and then it just snaps to them when I get the right fish. The fact that I'm less fishing and more just waiting for the right one to spawn to match what bait I happen to have is a little weird as well. But that's a suspension of disbelief gaming thing. It seems like they should be further over, though, to line up with the fish. The controls for the boat and when swimming need, to me, to be polished, because there's times where it said press E to bait hook, and I pressed E and it went to the, controlling the boat instead. No. Put the hook, put it down, goober. See, this happens. I can't get him to stop, to unfish. My number one recommendation is find whatever's causing the controls to not line up and to not work. Fix that. That's your first thing that needs to be fixed. Once you fix that, polish the animations and the placement of things so that they line up and look a little better. Polish the controls. Visually, the game has a lot going for it, but without gameplay there that allows me to interact with the world in a meaningful manner, I find myself more frustrated than entertained. This right here is a glitch. This is, for some reason, it's not letting me disengage from the rod, so I can't jump out of the boat, so I can't catch the fish. But, like I said, the game's got potential. I like it. I hope these things are fixed and that I can come back to it in the future. You may also want to crossfade the end of that musical track because you can very audibly detect where it loops back to the beginning. But again, that's a later thing. Certain things like sound design polish and textures and visual placements come secondary to actual game mechanic polish, which is what this is currently having the biggest problem with. Again, I'm kind of in the background assuming that it's something to do with the way the game is coded that's just interacting badly with my system, because I have a previous instance of this with a Suits and Nukes game. But finding it and fixing it would probably be a good plan, because if this is a repeat thing. But anyway, thanks for the shout out, Suits and Nukes. This is an interesting game. I really think it has a lot of potential, but in its current form, there's just too much holding it back for me to really go in depth and do much more with it. But anyway, that aside, it's a fascinating game. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, though. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.